In a saturated market, how will customers know to choose you? Your brand position makes it clear to customers which market segment you occupy and how you're different from the rest. I'm Jeffrey.
And I'm Stephanie.
And we're from the Office's Creative Agency. And in this video, we're going to explain how to define your brand position, and from this, how to write a value proposition. These two concepts sound very similar. So let's dive in and look at how they're different and why you need both.
Okay, so firstly, brand position is the space a company owns in the minds of its customer and how it differentiates itself from the competition. If we look at three products that from the outside look fairly similar, we've got Arnott's. They're the nostalgic Australian favourite, trusted by families. Woolworths home brand, they're the affordable option from the fresh food people. And finally, the Byron Bay Cookie Company. I'd call those artisan cookies from tropical Australia.
But there's three cookies and they all look the same.
Yeah, that's right. But with positioning, we can target them to quite different markets.
You also want to write a value proposition. The value proposition is a statement that explains why someone would want to buy from your company instead of a competitor. Your value proposition is emotive and exciting. It often ends up becoming like a tagline, like a signature for your business. Here's a few examples. Domino's. You get fresh, hot pizza delivered to your door in 30 minutes or less. Or it's free. Tillamook. We make every bite a stand against forgettable food. Huh? Some famous non-food examples. FedEx. When it absolutely positively has to be there overnight. This tagline was created in 1978 and helped make FedEx #1 in its category. And De Beers, a diamond is forever. We've all heard that. This value proposition redefined the market for diamonds when it came out in 1948.
And it's still in use, still has a lot of currency. So let's write your value proposition now. Let's remember firstly, this is hard work. It's usually done by professional writers. That said, here is a handy formula to get you started. Be sure to polish the results so the final value proposition doesn't sound as though it was conceived by a formula. So you can start by filling in the blanks of this diagram. Your product, which is X, either delivers a gain or solves a pain. That's in Y. Now that's important. You've got to be clear on whether you are talking about gains or pains, not both. Next, describe how the customer will feel, and that feeling is Z, on the occasions when they usually consume this type of product. Finally, boil that statement down into 10 words or less, using mostly 1 and 2 syllable words. That's important too. Now you can go one step simpler. Try an even shorter version of this model. You can write the answer to, we help X, the customer, do Y, the meal occasion, by delivering Z, the feeling that you deliver. And then once again, cut that statement down so it's even shorter.
As Stephanie mentioned, keep editing so that your final value proposition doesn't sound like it came out of a machine. For example, here's the first draft of a fictional apple juice company. These handcrafted apple juices from Rainbow Hill make refreshment crisp and light. And the second draft goes, crisp handcrafted days from Rainbow Hills.
Ooh, that's really nice.
Quite poetic.
That's it. So polish, 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 but hopefully you're clear now on these two statements that help define your difference. The brand position being where you sit in the market, and the value proposition being the emotional hook that reminds customers why they should buy your product. Thanks so much for watching.
See ya.